So Rita was on the search committee that hired me, for better or worse, in 2002. So Rita was one of the first people that I met in Phoenix. And I remember going to Jeff and Mickey Leonard's house for my interview, and Rita really grilling me about good restaurants in San Francisco, where I moved from. And I always found her to be incredibly smart and incredibly well-spoken and very passionate, which is, I think, a good word for Rita. Saul was on the executive committee and the vice president of the board of directors when I came here. And I remember after the first few years, he and I would go out to lunch a lot together and talk about, well, Saul would tell me what I was doing wrong. And the thing that I remember that I will always remember, that I will never forget, because I think it really describes Saul's personality. I made a few changes in the first few years that I was here that weren't necessarily popular with a very small but vocal group of people. Saul was the president when my contract was going to be renewed, and of the 20 board members, I think a couple of them may have not decided in favor of extending my contract, and he called all 2 of them the next day, and basically invited them to leave the board because they weren't supportive of the senior rabbi and of the majority of the board's decision. And I knew from that moment that he would always, always have my back, and when Saul goes to bat for you, there is no one else in this world that can touch you, because he is loyal and dedicated. He has been a mentor to me in so many ways that I can't describe.
Well, I was involved in real estate and construction, and now that I'm going to be 80 this year, I'm too old to do that anymore. So my second best game is raising money for foundations and for charity. I'm interested in Jewish causes and where there's a need, and I work better when there is a need. Well, Rita's very supportive. I think we support the same causes. We think alike, and we just work hand in hand. One of the few things we agree on.
We have a tradition in Judaism that we plant seeds now for the future. We make things happen now so that our children and our grandchildren not only won't have to worry about creating these places, these sacred places, but that they will be able to sustain them and grow in them and then hand them to their children and their grandchildren. Rita and Saul are acutely aware, especially if you think about Bryn, their granddaughter, who is the happiest camper at Camp Stein in the history of camping. Bryn is really what it's all about for them, and Bryn's children and grandchildren. And that's what they do, and that's what they're about, and that's what they're committed to.
Well, it's for children, it's more than just going to the synagogue, to going to services, to learning Hebrew, to going to Sunday school. We want to see them have the cultural side of Judaism as well, the fun side of Judaism, getting together, singing the songs, playing together. All those kinds of things are important for a child as well, so that it's not just the spiritual part of it. I don't think it's a matter of whether you have a child or a grandchild. I mean, it's really for everyone. I mean, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about all Jewish children, not just mine or yours. We're trying to give this opportunity to all Jewish children, whether or not they can afford it. And so it's really important that those who can't afford it have the opportunity to go and see what a Jewish life is like.
So Saul and Rita's gift to Congregation Beth Israel is not just their passion, but I think that their legacy will be that they have literally touched the lives and made it possible for hundreds of kids to have the experience that they would have otherwise not had. Saul has single-handedly been responsible for raising well over $3 million for Camp Stein. And most of that money has gone into camp scholarships. Saul's commitment, therefore, and Rita's as well, is to the perpetuation of the Jewish people and the Jewish community. And they know, as well as we do, that Jewish summer camp is the way that you plant the seeds for our Jewish future.
Camp has taught me things that you can't get back at home. You have to be here to experience those types of things. And I would recommend camp to anyone who just wants to have fun and enjoy their life and live every moment and learn about Judaism and enjoy their religion, and it's just the best place.
I think Saul is successful in engaging people in these projects and in asking them for money and for them giving him money because he truly believes in them. And they really do see that in him. He's got a very good heart. He wants people to share all the goodness of Jewish life. And then I think that is the reason they really get involved and share the dream.
The bad part about it is that after a while, nobody will take your phone calls. If they know I'm calling for money, they don't want to answer the phone.
The congregation is blessed to have Rita and Saul as part of our holy community. They continuously do so many wonderful things for us. The great impact they've made is immeasurable, and we are truly, truly blessed to have them. On a lighter note, I wanted to share perhaps my favorite interaction with Saul. It was really shortly after I was ordained, so I was probably a rabbi for maybe a year, maybe 2 years, and Saul walks into my office, sort of barges in a very loud, boisterous way that Saul sort of, enters a room, and he says, "Hey kid, where's the rabbi?" And I said, "Saul, you're looking at him. I'm the rabbi." And he said, "No, not you, kid, the real one. Where's the real rabbi?" It was a wonderful, heartfelt moment for me. That is for me, Saul in a nutshell. We love you, Saul. We love you, Rita.
So how was your day?
It was long.
Yeah?
It was long, a lot of meetings. And then I had that taping for Saul and Rita for the Gala.
Oh, the video.
The video.
That was hard.
It was hard. It was hard to think of something positive.
Right.
I mean, because...
How do you do that?
It's exhausting.
He's already called me 6 times today.
Oh, my gosh. What is that?
Make that 7.
Is that your ringtone for him? Yeah. Well,
You get it.
I'm not getting it.
I'm not taking it.
I'm not taking the call.
I'm not taking it.
I'm not getting it.
All right, shh. Yes, Saul. All right, Saul, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. This is your 7th phone call already today. Yes, Saul, we're having lunch. Yes, in 15. I know you're there early. I'm not late. You're early. Wait, all right, I'm on my way. But we did have lunch yesterday too, Okay, I'll be there in a second.
Wait, where are you going?
I gotta
We're
go.
gonna have a conversation.
Saul wants me for the 8th lunch this week.
Oh.
I gotta go.